Hello, everybody. I am Dante, aka Bloodless, aka Sawyer, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to part 2 of SSL Cup 20 Cup Season 26 qualifying. First up, we have Krung Threat versus Athena FC. We got typical formations from both these teams, I'd say. Nothing strange yet. I don't know their tactics or anything, but again, just looking at it, nothing strange yet, so that's good at least. Starting off, we're gonna have Athena FC take this one. Zilla to Lorenzo to Duck. Back to Zilla. Zilla, not sure. Let's go guard. Oh my god, I'm going blind. Pass it back. Duck to Stitcherson. Stitcherson on the side, and they're playing a lot of just back and forth here. End of highlight. Makes sense. Oliver for Krung Threat has his chance. Stitcherson tries to head it out, and McNuggy does have a header attempt there, but unfortunately, it does not go his way. Oliver would once again have a corner attempt here. Boots it. Pretty strong boot, and it's a wonderful attempt by Wentworth, but for the redirect header, but not on target, unfortunately. A little too high. Wentworth is going to be passing this one around a little bit before Oliver takes it up the wing. And Apostle to be the intermediate guy here and Oliver pass it to Hannibal, who then takes the shot, but like Hannibal, he kind of got caught with his pants down and wasn't able to complete it. Megoli is going to pass that one to Stroh. Doesn't go anywhere though, unfortunately. So this game has so far been all Krung Threat with Leicester. Getting that one. Citro to Magnol. Magnol up the side. And he crosses that one in. Pretty powerful, actually. It's headed away. Listen picks up the ball in the middle. Citro has a chance, but it's tackled away by Stitcherson. Munoz has a pass here. It's picked off by Brewer Estragen. Let's go on Brewer. I'm probably butchering his name, but I can't deal with all these accents, dudes. Nice cross attempt in to the Kufo, but the shot isn't really on the mark here. Magnol has corner. It goes. It's headed away, but McNuggy picks it up before passing it back to him. Goalie just picks it up on Buck to end the play. Now Wentworth. Wentworth is going to start this one from near midfield. It's passed up by Possum. McNuggy has the ball. Continues dancing out to the side, pass it inside, and it's a long header attempt, but the goalie just snatched it out of the air. Barely an inconvenience. Now Hannibal's going to have a free kick start. A little bit of passing with Kufo before a shot attempt, and Steyer, like Liechtenstein, but like not Liechtenstein. Licksteyer. I call him Lick. Big Lick, baby. It kind of bounces off someone's leg there and takes a strange angle. Goalie doesn't react in time, so Krung Threat is definitely happy for that. Definitely happy about that one. And we got a really quick follow-up here with Nikufo coming in. They'll show the replay on this one. But that's a quick turn to 2-0. Yep. Nice little pass out to the side before Nuggy just passed it right into Nikufo, who rapidly approached from the outside of the box. And easy shot. Just found the right angle to get in between everyone. Easy peasy. 27 minutes in, we got both our goals to Krungthorpe so far. Ooh, nice shot attempt. Well, nice attempt to get into the box by Munoz, but blocked. The shot is blocked, and ball's picked up by Krungthorpe for being cleared. So far, been mostly Krungthorpe. Magnol has it. Or is it Magnol or no? It's Magul. Oh, another name I've terribly mispronounced. Magul is gonna take this corner. The ball bounces back to him. He just lets it phase through his body. He's practicing quantum physics in real time. You can't fault a man for practicing quantum physics. Never fault a man for practicing quantum physics. All right, McNugget takes a big shot, but Staple just staples the door closed, and now it's in the corner. Oliver once again kicks this one, and the header attempt is blocked before McNugget's shot attempt just goes wide. Not optimal, but Krungthorpe being up 2-0 certainly, as long as they're keeping pressure on this Athena FC, then it's a pretty weak Athena FC team today. They're fine, and they do with McNuggy getting into the stat line here on the score sheet. Had the assist before the previous goal, and now finishes this one himself. Headed away, he just ducks in, puts it onto the ground with a little trap, and slaps it in. Not too complicated. Lorenzo has the ball, and it's picked up by Oliver. Pass to Apostle, who's going to carry this one up the wing. Shows off some excellent speed, has a bit of space. Pass it to Lichter, and Hannibal takes the shot, body blocked by Munoz. And Hannibal then passes to Stroh. Now to Magul. Goes to Lichter and Apostle. Oliver tries to pick it up, manages to get it to his teammate. Ooh. And that's halftime. So, a pretty good first half, in my opinion. Not a lot to say other than that it's just been kind of dominated by Krungthorpe, stringing together a few really nice plays. Lichtsteiner, by the way. Thank God I can see the name clearly here. Now that I fixed the quality. I'm going to start this one off with Krungthorpe having the ball. And it's a highlight right off the bat as well. So, let's see what this highlight entails. Ooh, it's picked off, and Wince. You can definitely wince at that pass. And Ferguson is going to take the pass. Krungthorpe again with another highlight. Lichtsteiner is going to pass down to Mikufo, and Apostle now has the ball. Looks to pass it in, but doesn't have enough time and no one in the box, so it's a tackle. Although, ref likes to make this all about himself, as per usual. The Zebras. And it's a penalty. Krungthorpe has a chance to go up 4-0. And they will. Cool, calm, collective, and decisive. Lichtsteiner with just a nice simple kick. Nothing crazy. Lets the Onbach overcommit. I like Onbach. I do. Sucks to see him having a bad day like this. And it's not completely his fault. You look at the goals today and they've just been really good. Oh no. The counterattack. McNuggy to Kufo. And Kufo, how does he get that? No way. Duck looked like he had him intercepted, but no one goes for the ball for a second for whatever reason. Wow. And there's the pass, Nakufo. It looks like he took too big of a touch. And Duck just taps it to the side a little bit. Nakufo runs up and hits it in. Oh my gosh. So that's 5-0. Huh. Where's the mercy rule when you need it? Sheesh, man. Okay. There's a cross into the box, but it's off the mark, so Friesen just plucks it out of the sky. Now he's going to launch a wicked one downfield. It's headed down, though, by, I think, Duck. The goalie has it on Bach. Zilla, pass it to Lorenzo, Skulfgard. And ooh, there's a Staple has it up top. And he tries a wicked shot. It almost curls enough. If it did, that would have been very cool. Munoz trying the cross now. It's a header attempt, but nothing happens with it. Staples tries to kick it in. But no. Instead, we got another corner from Munoz. Corner, bounces out. Staple picks it up on the left side. Pass Lorenzo, back to Staple, to Zilla. And end of highlight. So, clearly, Krungthreps, more unique formation, probably has a lot of, like, for team tacks, I wouldn't be surprised if it has, like, a lot of just guys attempting to move into space, for example. With how their thing is set up. Like, when they're on attack compared to defense. And, wow, okay, some excellent, like, maneuvering. Ooh, Apostle does get off that header, but loses it. Staple now charging up the center. He might have a shot chance. He is going to make one for himself, and he's going to score. He takes it all the way down himself and just puts it into the back of the mesh. Wow, look at that. He just carries it from midfield all the way up. What an excellent individual display of talent. Talent, technique, capability. Hats off to you, Staple. That was an excellent performance there. So, it cuts the lead down to 4, although the gap between the two teams is certainly daunting. The corner kick leads to nothing. So 80 minutes into the game, score is 5-1 in Krungthreps' favor. And the corner's just headed away. McGool picks it up though. Body block. Oh, jeez. Lichtsteiner. Another goal. At least his second of the night. It's 6-1. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, Krungthreps is making it look pretty easy right now. Yeah, that cross in, a little jump into the header, smack it down. Unbach is just still too far to the side, only because he's actually got to guard everyone else as well. I don't completely blame Unbach for that one, but I do think he could have made a better attempt. Because I don't think he's had he might have had 1 or 2 actual saves tonight, but nothing extraordinary. Ooh, another chance at a goal. Ferguson makes a nice save though. Spreads himself out to stop Esposito from scoring. Munoz will have a corner though. Gonna fire it to Man. It's picked up though by intercepted by Oliver. Passes around until it's cleared. And game should be over here, but we're gonna get one more highlight. It looks like Stitcherson to Wins to Lorenzo to Stitcherson. It's gonna pass into the box, I assume. Back to Wins outside the box. Manages to pick it up. Lost it, then recovered, then lost it, then recovered. To Duck to Wins to Stitcherson. Then a cross in to Esposito, but there's a little too much heat on that cross. A little lighter, and it would have been placed nicely in front of him so he could at least take a shot. And the goalie's just going to clear it. And that's going to take us into the into the final minute of the game here, and probably McNugget does have it on the left wing here, but yeah, it's end game. So an absolute thrashing by Crunchprep. Again, on-box performance isn't going to be highly rated, but I do think that he clearly wasn't the problem in this case. ISFL fans, if you know, you know. But he definitely wasn't the defining problem in this match. He didn't play great, but still. Lichtsteiner looks like he had a hat trick too, though. Good for him. And we'll have Montreal versus Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Aires? Buenos? Muchos buenos. It's like these all-dressed chips I got today. Delicious. So, this one looks like it's taking a second. There we go. Let's see formation, shall we? 4-2-3-1. Typical stuff. Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Aires. A 4-2-3-1 as well. Slightly more spread out though, but minor difference. So, it seems our sim is frozen for a second. Oh, there we go. So, Buccaneer currently has it in the middle, passing it back to Douglas. A little bit of pass in the center, tries to get it out to the wing. Header to keep it in. It's picked up by Le Buenos Mans. And there we go. A little bit of passing, but it's picked up by Scraper. Who's gonna kickstart the little push down the field to McNeil. Has an attempt pass inside. That is an excellent save by Hernandez. I think it was Ruben on that one, but yeah, that was very close, just being the first goal of the day in just like 5-6 minutes in the game. Okay, Rivers currently has the ball, crosses it in. It goes to Sterling Scott. Great Scott. And we're back in the future with that one. As Sterling Scott should have that goal. Let's see. And yes. He's definitely not offside. We're good. Excellent stuff. Nice little header in. By the way, McNeil to Miss McFootcakes. McFootcakes. Dr. Trella. Dr. Trella. Dr. T. Cross picked up by Hernandez, though. No attempt for Ruben. He's going to boot this one just short to his defenseman, to Bergman, to McAllister, who's going to get double teamed. Taken from both sides, and unfortunately the pincer move works. A little passing. Dispossessed, but recovered. So Kirkpatrick has the ball now. He's going to look to pass his one in short. Just kind of bounced it against Hernandez. Okay. But McAllister on the counter, but it's stopped as Mr. Manis, just commits a penalty in order to keep the counterattack from going anywhere. Rivers now has the ball to Scraper, to Mr. McFootcakes. Oh my God, I'm gonna say every single name wrong tonight, aren't I? Santori has the ball, pass to Kirkpatrick. Gonna take it up himself. Should take a shot here. He will, and it's a little off. excellent opportunity, unfortunately, passes them by and slips through Bueno's fingers. Okay, that was a wicked free kick. Bounced off the post, though, I think, there. Or, if it wasn't... Oh, that was a good save. Or, wait, McManus has a chance there. Good save by the goalie. Hernandez has had to put in work today. Only allowing one to slip through with all these opportunities is pretty impressive, I would say. Yeah, nice running catch. Again, what they really need right now, though, is definitely just, if you're Buenos Aires right now, score one goal. Give yourself a 2-0 lead. If you're Montreal, obviously you need to prevent that. But the big thing is just trying to score before halftime. Ooh, Sterling Scott makes a nice play coming back and uses speed to snag the ball away. And Santori has the ball, crosses it in, and it's a nice header by Roy Rivers. And there we go. Second goal. Buenos Aires 28 minutes in. So should be time for us to get another goal in here. So Montreal, now if you're them, obviously you're looking to equalize before half. But if not, you just gotta, regroup, do your best. McGlynn to McAllister, tries to put it back to McGlynn, the pass too far ahead, so it's picked up by Kirkpatrick. Now Scraper has it. Played to the GK. The foot kicks to the Doctor. Up the wing now by McNeil. He's gonna look for the pass back to Ruben. Ruben's gonna pass it back to McNeil, who now has a shot chance, and maybe should have just given himself a little bit of a better angle, but I like how the play developed, and I like the thought process there. It was very good. Cross goes nowhere, just picked up by Hernandez. So yeah, Buenos Aires definitely putting a lot of pressure on Montreal right now. Whenever Montreal has a highlight, it usually turns into a counterattack for Buenos Aires as well. So Ruben takes a big shot, but not enough time and space to make it work. Now McAllister, he's going to rush in himself, pass it in, and that's a goal for Sterling Scott, his second of the night. Montreal is starting to look a little outclassed here. If not outclassed, then definitely the positioning they have is... Wow, it's disallowed. I didn't expect that. I thought that was good. Oh. Yeah, he's over by a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but he is over the line. It's noticeable. Anyways, pass up the wing. It's dispossessed. So, Buenos Aires has another chance. Again, they just get counterattacked. Back to Santori, who crosses it, and it's a pretty good header attempt by Ruben, but gets batted away by the goalie. Ruben on this corner now. Boots it, goes far, picked up by Hernandez. No drama there. So, probably going to have this end of half now. Yep. And, yeah, Trella's playing pretty good. Ruben, Rivers, Santori, Scott, of course. Asquito Atoshi, nice. The Rugius. No. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting game so far, although, again, Montreal is kind of looked outclassed for the majority of it. Mostly because they just can't hold on to the possession of the ball. Like, it's like Buenos Aires is just faster, more physical, and, is executing their plays better. Bruce McAllister does come out, by the way, so they get at least one fresh player in. This one should be up top. And that one is really fast. Right, 17 seconds into the second half here. Sterling Scott before I can even finish my little chat. Yeah, I was gonna say before I can even finish my little chat. Rivers takes it, and it's just a little pass to Rivers, passes it back to Room, passes it back to Scott, and great Scott, great Scott, he's done it. Wow, okay, that was really close to being offsides, but he beats the trap and gets the goal. So Scott will have his second goal of the night, assisted by Rivers, who has the other goal. So these two are connecting very well tonight on all the points scored in this match so far. Actually, Hernandez to what's his face? I can't remember his name right now. Okay, a little bit of header action to move the ball up the wing to Wang, who replaced McAllister. And Scott to Rivers. Rivers has a shooting opportunity. He makes a wonderful play. Just puts it over the goalkeeper's head. Nothing too absurd. Pretty much a chip shot, just not as dramatic because the goalie he didn't bait the goalkeeper out very much. So again, not as dramatic. Like, yeah, look at that. Hernandez went horizontal when they just need to go vertical, which is kind of wild. Like, you just stand normally and jump up, you can bat that away. But because he decided to jump for it horizontally, yeah, it doesn't work out. Mr. Footcakes to Dr. Trella. Now to Rivers, up to Scott, who tries for his hat trick, but it gets blocked by the goalie. And now it's cleared. So Buenos Aires has 4 goals now. Might see a 5th. Might not see a 5th. Might see a Montreal 7-4 comeback. I really don't know. Because I do not look ahead during these games. I very well could. But there's no point. That's no fun. I want to react to it live. Mr. Footcakes has the ball, pass to Dr. Trella, pass it back to the goalie, a little risky. Footcakes again, pass it up to McNeil though, has a ton of space. Up to Ruben. Ruben's going to carry this one up, looking for probably Rivers there. And he shoots himself, and Sterling Scott gets the rebound and gets his hat trick. Beautiful play. Arias goes up 5-0. So, yeah. I don't even know. Like, Scott just positioned himself in the right place at the right time. And good for him. You're just good for him. I'm jealous of all these hat tricks. Jealous of all these points. I'll say it. I'm jealous. I want them. Anyway. A little bit of passing. McManus will take it up the... Now it's going, back to the wing. By Kirkpatrick. Centauri gets it. Looks for the pass. It's dispossessed for a moment, but Centauri picks it back up. Dr. Trella has it once again. Sorry, DeTrella. Not Dr. Trella. What am I saying? DeTrella. Passes it back to McFootcakes to McNeil. Ruben now has it. Looking for the pass in. It doesn't get it. Almost does, but Morley is going to clear the ball. McNeil on the throw-in. Looks for Ruben. Has him. Now Ruben ducks in the box. Passes it back to McNeil, who should have had an excellent shot attempt there. Possibly for a goal, but it just gets kind of booted out. So, end of game. And 2 incredible performances, Roy Rivers and Sterling Scott. Scott, 3 goals, 1 assist, and Rivers, obviously, 2 goals, 1 assist. Sorry, 2 goals, 1 assist. So, they shut out Montreal and come out on top. Again, not what I expected to happen. But again, I like seeing a lot of points scored, so I'll take it. Next up, Seoul MFC versus Rova. Rova Myeonjaka. I really don't know how to say these names. We're gonna call him just Rova. To save myself from the embarrassment of pronouncing that one. This intermission is definitely a little long. But oh well. Still, I can't lie. These last two games we've seen so far have just been one-sided beatdowns. I'm just hoping that's the case for Capstad, because I'm a Capstad guy. Something about the word Capstad is cool. No connection, of course, to Capstad. For those of you who know, you know. For those of you who don't know, no comment. Either way, I will say I'm excited to see what formation they're running. Because of this, I heard that there was a possibility of them running 3 strikers high up top. So that is exciting. 3 striker shenanigans, all very close bunched up top. With most of the rest of the formation just being defensive. So we'll see Walker to Hyungmin. Pass it back to McLeod, who's going to go to King. Pass to Bryski to Doug. Hyungmin pass it up, but it's tipped away by Fjord. So, alright, strong attack there. But still, gonna keep an eye on Seoul and what they can do with their 3 strikers. Holy smokes! Huh? It says that was an own goal. I gotta see what happened here. So, Q to Rocket and Gruchart. It says, did it tip off McLeod? I don't understand why it said he own goaled it. I don't know, but that was a heater for how close it was to the net. Anyway, Doug has the ball, brings it out for a moment, but terrible pass. And now a Schwartz is going to have the ball at the wing, passes it back. And now they're going, Rocket has it to Pjakovic. And there we go. List 4, I love Ziegel. Can they salvage anything from this match? The in-game commentators are already absolutely blasting Seoul. And I don't blame them. 2 goals in 11 minutes is a rough look. So we're going to see Doug on this corner. Pass to Hyungmin, pass it back to Doug. Now tip it in. Header clears it, and Starscream has the ball. Pass to Doug, who fires a shot, but it's off the mark. So it's a corner. Look for Doug to hit this, probably to Ross Bob, sorry. Nope. I was trying to guess, but either way, it's bounced over with the header, and it's throwing. So, 3 striker system. Can it work for Seoul? I mean, hey, they have a pretty good attack. If you're going for just attacks, like, it should theoretically be able to get it, right? With some headers, Grudner has the ball. Takes it from the middle to the wing. Tries to move up. Stops when he's blocked off by Starscream. Passes it back. Now, Now Jack Powell has it. And Powell right into McLeod's feet. So it's the other team, but the clear is bad. So JQ picks it up into the box. He's looking for a chance to pass it back to his teammate. Hits it to, I think that was Rocket, but off the mark, so. Schwarty is going to have the ball to Jack Powell. Pass it back. Almost intercepted to Turk, who passed it back with the back heel to Rocket. He's going to pass it inside before it's intercepted. Tries to clear it, but Fjord picks it up for his team. And now Fern has it. Back to Schwarty, who has two guys up north. And passes to Jack Powell, who almost pows that one in the back of the net. Isn't able to, but still good stuff. So an exciting matchup. One-sided still, you know. Ooh, Schwarty loses possession after that tackle, so. Let's see. QB. I like calling the goalkeeper the QB. Something about it just sticks in my brain by accident. By the way, Doug shows off some nice speed passing to Young Min, who now has a chance inside the box. Tries to pass it to Savechko. Incomplete, though. The incomplete pass, yes. Ooh, Grudner has the ball. Looks to pass into the box, but it's blocked by McLeod, who's playing very well today. Von Hundelroy comes back and puts pressure on Q. And there we go. Grudner with his goal. I mean, he's been trying from that corner since the very first play of the game, so I'm not surprised. It was bound to happen eventually. Just Rova showing off a one-sided fight here. Will Seoul be able to pull this back in any capacity? Who knows? Young Min to King. McLeod takes it, moving up the center. Just past Starscream, who has Svechko at the side. Does pass to him. It goes to Walker, who turns around, and Luke Walker slams to the back of the net. So, 1-3. The game is now made a little more within reach, but Seoul has not had many opportunities to make plays in the first place. So, yeah. Shevchenko with a wonderful kick. Although it's just a little too high, but still really go. Shevchenko. I like Savechko, but Shevchenko. I got it eventually. Halftime, though. Obviously, Rova has played way better. More shots on target, way more XG. More shots in general. Possession has been split. Less corners. More fouls. But defensively, they've been just better at getting the ball back. So it's not a surprise. Or I guess they've been better at retaining the ball. I don't know. They've just been better on defensively in general. And that's kind of been the big tipping point. It's just that Fuel doesn't have enough pieces up top to just be a super high-powered offense. Like, you'd think with 3 strikers up there, they'd be able to, but, I mean, if at least one of them isn't doing what they can to help dish out the ball to everyone else, I mean, what can they do? Yeah. And now we kick off the second half. Schwarty to Powell. It's intercepted, and Shevchenko is going to take it. Ooh, tries to get to Walker, but intercepted. A good chance gone sour. Starscream to Cloud to Breisky. tries to hit it to the wing, but it's too far up. So JQ picks it off with a header. And Jack Powell's in a big opportunity. Sinks it into the back of the net. What a fortunate turn of events for Powell. We'll see this one happen in real time. Nice little cross to Schwarty. Taps it to Grudner, who taps it immediately to Powell. And just none of the guys can get back fast enough to cut off his shooting angle. You love it. And not even, yeah, he's not offside. It's fine. Not even close. I think. I hope. I hope I was right. I'm right. I'm gonna say I'm right. You guys aren't gonna disagree with me. Because I said so. Not because I was right. Maybe because I'm right. Schwarty into Rocket. Back to Rocket. And Turk tries a big kick, but again, another opportunity where it's a little too much power, not enough finesse. All these guys just want to go for absolute rockets, but they don't bother to play shots, it seems. Not that I blame them. Sinking a rocket into the back of the net from far, like especially when it's a far away shot, it's so satisfying. Speaking of rocket, he puts one in the back of the net himself. And this game, which did look like it was still possibly recoverable for Seoul, now looks to have turned to a absolute romping. Bounced off the goalie's hands and into the net. Luke Walker is going to kick this off to Hyungmin. Almost gets pincered there, but gets Starscream in time. Back to McLeod to Shevchenko. Back to McLeod again. Under Brysky. Does get to Brysky. Pass it up to Doug, but Doug loses possession of it. And now it's a wicked counterattack with Jack Powell running up. Does have a chance to possibly pass someone inside, but it's too flat of a pass. Needs to go back more. Still, Schwarty has the ball. Loses it for a second, but collects it. Goes back up. Passes to Jack Powell. Pass it in to Grudner, I think. But he whiffs. Still, really nice play, really nice pressure. Okay, Seoul is going to have a chance now. It's blocked, but Youngmin picks it up. So, Rocket grabs it for a moment there, but Seoul quickly recovers. Starscream has it, and there we go. Dennis van Hundelrooy. He just takes that cross into the header. Sinks the goal. Yep. Look at that. Hundelrooy is just the only one that's right in front of the net, so that low cross, just nice. Nicely placed for him. Either way, 2-5. It's not really manageable with how little time they have left, but still. Good stuff for them. They do have the ball, though, in the opposing half, so maybe they turn this to a 3. No, that would have been kind of crazy if I called it as they put it to 3 points there. That would have been a little too crazy of a coincidence. Doug. Too far. Goes to Luke Walker. Starscream, who has a chance to take the shot. Doesn't. Instead, there's a bit of passing before Ross Bob takes a shot. Bounces off a body. Shame. I think Starscream probably should have just taken that shot. I know he's looking for a good opportunity, but still. Starscream has the ball now. Looks to cross it in. Probably should have passed that back to McLeod to help set up the play a little more with the open opportunity, but doesn't. 81.5 minutes into the game. Almost see another goal there by Rova. Schwarty passes to Fjord. Pass to Fern. Now brings it up. Kind of delaying time. Schwarty brings it back. Keeps the game moving slow. Bounced off foot, but recovered. So Fjord passes it now to JQ, who does have 2 or 3 guys in front of the net. Goes back to Rocket, but who does fire, but I call that one a misfire. Misfire from the Rocket. Not what you want to see from a Rocket. And Turk tries a bicycle kick for style points, but he doesn't get it. Oh boy, I would have loved that. I want to score a bicycle kick so bad. I want to score goals so bad, but bicycle kick? Either way, Rocket. Holy. Rocket just takes a terrible first touch on it, but he still maintains possession and fires one. That feels like his personality, honestly. It feels like a key part of his personality. A wicked pass by Walker. Sorry, to Walker. Wow. But this one might be offside. It's a tough one. Disallowed, yeah. I was going to say, he was a little too far forward when that happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's two guys offside, actually. Hyungmin is also offside, so. You know. And Schwarty now to Powell. But intercepted by Shevchenko. McLeod has it. Pass to King. It's gonna be intercepted. And now Grudar casts to Rock. He was gonna take the shot and sink it into the back of the net. Sixth goal of the night. Or sixth or seventh in total. I think that's Rocket. I think they have 2 players with a brace now or something. Or 3 players with a brace maybe. Yeah. Turk. To I Love Ziegel. And Rocket just sinks it in. It looks like he's going for a big windup, but it really just ends up being kind of a light, straightforward ground tap. Either way, the game was sealed a while ago, but that is definitely the dagger. He just boots it out to JQ on the wing, who's just going to take it up till halftime. Sorry, till time runs out, full time. And there you have it. 2 goals, 1 assist for Rocket, who put on an excellent performance. 1 goal, 2 assists for Grudnar. Jack Powell had a goal. And Ziegel had a goal. Although, other than Ziegel's 1 goal, he wasn't really too much of a impact offensively. In terms of moving the ball around, it was mostly between Rocket, Grudnar, Shevchenko, and Turk, even. Either way, with that, that's our 3rd blowout of the night. Lastly, we have Kapstad versus Romana. And oh boy, I'm excited for this one. I know I say that, I've said that a couple times tonight, but seeing my team playing, I mean, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be as little biased as possible with this, but I mean, come on. It's hard not to be excited after seeing all these blowout games, thinking maybe my team might be able to dish out one themselves. Of course, I'm not even considering the possibility that we are going to get blown out. Mostly because I'm in denial, a homer, and I want to put that into the universe. Knock on wood. And yes, classic formation. And Romana's trying a little bit of a strange one, but not unheard of or anything. We'll see if it pays off. All right, Wad will pass it back to Hoppity. I like that name. Vanto Benz is gonna intercept it. Be a nice, really nice interception actually. Pass it up to Kasich. Poor Hoppity steals it back, so kind of glides across screen. Maybe another quantum physics enjoyer. Pass back to Do It. And pass up, but intercepted by Hutchinson. And Dobrik is going to take this one up. Looks like he has the red band on, so I assume he's their captain. Dobrik catches it again. This one is, I don't know if it's just me, but these guys look like they're moving a little slow. And Black leg Sanji. It's gonna sink down in the back of the net, but the referee, might have something to say about this one. I'm not quite sure. Oh, he's offside. I think no. I don't know. I don't know how offsides really work. I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this. No, Zhang with the trying to stop it. Actually, kind of set up the offside trap. Sorry, it's trying to set up the offside for him. Anyway, Phantom bends to Okada. To Pedro to do it. To Wolf. Bad Wolf. Who's going to look for an opportunity to center it. He does find one, and it goes to Zhang. But it's headed out. So, cleared. Ooh, and there's a counterattack going. Oh no, Capsad's in trouble here. Defense needs to get back. And Eindhoven takes the shot, although it's a slow shot, it looks like. I think the sim is just on slower than the previous players were moving or something, because it should be faster. And Seelman gets a chance here. Picks it up. Gonna look to pass to Rivera's, to Stausch, to Eindhoven. Eindhoven's probably going to pass it to Seelman. Nope, he's going to cross it in instead. And that's a wicked header attempt by Dobrik. So, I mean, good on Dobrik. On Eindhoven. Yeah, just Pedro couldn't guard him well enough. And, oh god, that jump was kind of embarrassing, to be honest here. Robertson. It was just a far jump. Mistimed, misplaced. By the way, deep kick. Picked up by Pedro to Kasich. To Fanto Benz. But to Joshua, who kicks up too far. Hobbity picks it up. Hudson Jr. now is going to pass it back to the goalie. And Flip is going to hit it through Ferris. Now Seelman has it on the touchline. Stausch. Back to Seelman. And it's picked up by Zhang, who's going to boot it up the field for the clear. I don't know why he didn't pass it up to instead of like McDougal, but okay. And they're going to get hit on a counterattack. Seelman has the ball now in the corner, passes it back. Now it goes to Wad. And Seelman takes the shot. Too far out. So Wad's going to back up for this one. Kick it. And the corner is going to be booted out. Phantom Benz tries to get out, not in time, but Phantom Benz does chase it, so at least he's in the vicinity to help guard and to highlight, so I guess nothing comes of that one. The goalie boots it downfield once again. Gets hit back to Bad Wolf. He's going to pass it up the field, try to get to Zhang. Doesn't get it. Stausch makes a jumping pass. Stausch passed it to Pedro. Alright. McDougal has the ball now. Passes it back to the goalie. Walrus himself is going to pass it up. It's going to end up in Phantom Ben's hands on the left side. He needs to, they need to get Hoppity with another interception. They just can't seem to get the ball down the field. Rivera is carrying this up the left wing now. A lot of space to work though. Seelman to Wad. And wow, if that went in, that would have been something. Either way. Wad on this corner. Motioning for something. Kicks it. It's going to be cleared off the header. So, let's see. Capstead needs to probably get something going here before halftime. Just something. Jang on that one. Tries to hit Devon Wolf. It's picked up by Phantom Benz, who, yikes, seems to take the shot, but just instantly blocked by Hoppity. That's a shame. Kasich now on this corner. Gonna hit it back. Pedro's taking the shot. It bounces back even further. This one to Okada, but despite being picked up in their half, end of highlight. Shulman is going to kick it in. Goes to Wolf, who heads it, but it's picked up again, and Hoppity's going to take a shot. And Hippity Hoppity sinks the goal into the back of the net. So, whoever sibbed these, why the hell are we having all games be blowouts? Like, not even close. I mean, technically there's still time for Capstead to come back from this, but still. How am I going to internalize all this pain I'm feeling? I know actually, no, my body does that automatically. Never mind, that's fine. Good save by the goalie. I should say, my mind has already internalized all this pain. How am I going to get rid of all this pain? Probably can't. Maybe a goal, though. A couple goals can help. Like, I want to say 38 of them. That'd be nice. Halftime. Romana is playing better than Capstead in most capacities. And again, Capstead just hasn't really gotten shots on the goal at all. That's been their biggest flaw this season in general, is just them not being able to get a ton of shots on the net. And I mean, less shots you have, less opportunities there are to score in the first place. So, but again, it's a young group, so it's really not a surprise. They have, like the second most rookies starting or something like that? Either way, Von Wolf passes back to Kasich. Nick Kasich himself. Bad Wolf picks it up. Gonna pass that one up to McDougal. Pedro has the ball. Gonna kick it to Martel. Who goes to Holmy the third, Limited Esquire. Makes a bad pass, but picks it back up. Gonna try to cross it in. Goes to Von Wolf, but doesn't get the header attempt because looks like McDougal took it instead. Now Pedro is gonna boot this one. And it gets headed out. Von Wolf is going to pick it up. Look for the cross in. Going to toss it that way. And he is going to get the assist to Pete Martel. Completely accidental assist. He actually meant for that to curve the opposite way and go into the net. But he, it just happens. Sometimes you accidentally go for the goal, but, you mess up. It happens, though. Clearly, you can tell by the way his foot was pointing. If you go back and look at that highlight, but we won't do that. No one else has to either. Either way, 1-3 Capstead now has a bit of life. So, with the Walrus man himself taking a big kick down the field to Pedro. McDougal now has the ball. Now they're looking to build this play up slowly. Wolf rushes up the side. They need to. What he just passes it into the dude's feet. What the heck was that? Sealman now has Shulman, I don't know, but he has the shot attempt. So, or not shot attempt. He had the ball. That's what I was trying to say. English and Englishing today. Nick Gassick will be here on the corner. He's gonna boot it. A heater. Now Gassick passes it to Pedro, who chips it, and that is a nice play to Pete Martell. Possibly playing a bit of a poacher role for Capstad, but if it's scoring goals, I'm sure they'll take it. 2-3. So this game is the first close one of the night. 2 unanswered as well. So it looks like they have some life after all. Yeah, that was a great play. That was just a very good play. Okay, Wad will have the ball and almost gets intercepted and taken away by Hutt. Rivera's is going to carry that one up for passing to the wing to Hoppity. Goes back to Hutchinson for being returned to Hoppity. Now it's going to be Flip, I think. I think his name is Flip. Rivera's has the ball, and they have 3 guys in front of the net, yet no one touches the ball well enough to convert. That was a really good play by Romana. Unfortunately, their strikers just didn't capitalize. Meanwhile, this corner turned header is going to be picked up by the Walrus. And I can't believe it. It's just a Walrus in net, guys. You seen this? You seen this? Von Wolf shows a wicked speed to get that. Unfortunately, too big of a touch. And, what's his face? Dobrik picks up the ball. So, a little bit of passing. Von Wolf looking for space along with the rest of the squad. Gilman is going to kick that corner out. Going to kick that out to the hippity hoppity. And Dobrik is going to convert the first third goal of the season. After checking the goal, probably going to be awarded. Yeah. Yeah, hippity hoppity just yeets that to him. And then, yeah, look at that. Pretty clinical. So, Capstad now down 2 goals once again. Still, they've shown potential. So, at least the game is close. And a long pass turned into a header, but Martell can't convert. Martell scored both their goals. Alrighty, and Von Wolf has it. It looks like he just kicks it against one of the defenders in order to make sure they get the corner. Pedro tries something. I don't know what to say for that one. That was interesting. It's a free kick. Hunt is offside. Oh boy. Time is ticking away here for Capstad to possibly try a comeback. Martell gets another kick booed his way, but it's not a great pass. Esquire ends up with the ball, running down the sideline with it, and loses it again. Man, he has not been great at holding on to these ones. Intercepted, 3 times already today? More of a defensive player right now, I think, anyway, so it makes sense. Either way, Rivera's is rushing up the side. Hunt does great, actually, to help block him off, but unfortunately isn't able to pick up the ball after he blocks it, so concedes a shot attempt, but the shot doesn't go in. A little under 20 minutes left in the game, so Shulman is going to have a corner attempt here. But Capstad will need something big here if they want to possibly get the comeback in this actually competitive game. Which again is really nice. It's awesome to see at least one of these games be hyper competitive. Or sorry, not be hyper one-sided. That's what I meant. And Shulman does pick it up. Now we're gonna have a shot attempt. Great block saved by the walrus. Why is there a walrus in net? No one knows. Don't ask questions. Gilman has another corner. Doesn't get it. Rivera's. And that somehow ends up in the back of the net. It's an own goal. Oh boy. And Dewitt is definitely cursing his luck there for being the one. Oh, it tips off his foot as he's turned towards the goal. That's terrible. Pedro is going to take this free kick. Goes for a nice shot. Blocked, though. Hunt is going to take this corner. Boots it in. Headed away. Hunt doesn't have the speed to get it on the side, but that's fine. Yeoman is going to boot this one long. And excellent save by the Walrus. Still, a lot needs to go in Kapstad's favor if they want to get this win. It's a chance for Von Wolf, but it's taken away by Flip. Oh. Von Wolf, just like me, for real, for real. The throw in. They're going to try and they do intercept it. It's kicked out, but not fully cleared. Now Flip has a shot attempt. It's blocked. And Watt is going to pick this up to Flip to the cam. And now Martel's going to carry this one up the field. It gets booted away out of bounds. Yikes. Not what you like to see. And that's a very nice shot attempt and a very nice save by Walrus. Honestly, the biggest problem for me is just I really want to talk about this game, but I can't. I mean, I can't spoil it ahead of time. So, future me. Hello, future me. Oh, that was really terrible by Von Wolf. Actually horrendous. Probably the worst player on the pitch this game. I mean, seriously. I don't even know if he knows how to play soccer. You see how he's running around? He's just doing cardio the whole time. Looks terrible. Actually, horrendous. Like, sub that guy out. Yeesh. He did have an assist, though, so he wasn't terrible. But a 6.9 rating? I mean, nice. 1. 2, bad. Either way, folks, that loss is definitely not optimal. But that will bring us to the end of the night. Taking a look at the right side, you can see our upcoming matchups. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Remember, stay hydrated, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Apparently, like score a goal, but I digress. Before I crash out, the Great Wolf crash out of 2026. It's coming. Stay tuned. Not at this stream. Stay tuned to the media. Bye bye.